Hey, AJ here with the Moto Academy, my friend Jeff Walker, and guess what we finally did? I feel like you've been tougher to nail down than Jet Lawrence. I'm gonna be quite honest.
I'm notoriously one of the worst texters and communicators of all time, so I'll own that one, but yeah, finally did the thing.
I used to be a good texter and communicator, and now that I have a child and like employees that I've delegated things to,
Yeah.
forget about it.
Yeah.
Nobody's getting a response.
Yeah, I talked to your secretary a whole lot. I didn't really. Maybe someday I'll get a secretary.
Shout out. But today was awesome, so thank you for coming. This is going to be a speed episode, so I have to jump right to the big questions.
Fine by me.
Okay.
Well, thanks for having me, first of all. But
yeah, thank you.
We'll dive in.
I'm excited to see how good of a teacher you are, because the only bummer about these classes is like we split ways, right?
Yeah.
And you go do your own thing. And so I'm left wondering, like, how's he doing over there? I can't wait to watch the footage and see, so it'd be cool.
I'm excited to hear.
Rate your performance 1 to 10, that's where we'll start. How do you rate yourself?
I don't know, I'm always on the, I'll rate myself low and say that it was like a 6 or 7, but
fair.
I think the parents and stuff were pretty stoked on it. So I don't know, I feel like I can put things into words pretty well. So I feel like it went kind of well, but.
Even right away right here, it seemed like you have no issue articulating things.
It's just wild because like you're talking and you're getting blank stares back at you. And so you're like, do I sound like a dummy right now? Like, do I sound absolutely insane? But no, I think it's cool. They're just like zoned in on it. You know, they're trying to take up as much info. So no, I had a blast. And honestly, I've been wanting to do like some of my own schools for a long time. So I figured this would be like the perfect opportunity to kind of see how you run things and just see if I'm even any good at it. But I wasn't expecting to like get a whole group to kind of control by myself. I thought I was going to kind of be like under your wing through it. So when you're like, yeah, you get these guys, go do your thing, I was like, it's time to rip. You're throwing me right into the pro national right off the bat. But
it's not always that way. So there's some, like today I probably should have had another one of our instructors here to not throw you to the wolves that much, but there's certain personalities too where I know ahead of time, like, okay, this person's gonna need some extra guidance, and I didn't think you were gonna be one of those people. So
I'll take that as a major compliment. Thank you. I don't need supervision.
I felt confident. I did, and I've never really, have I met you?
Maybe that straight rhythm the one time we did the SGB thing.
Yeah.
But other than that, no. I should have linked up with you and had you teach me how to ride Supercross at some point, but
we'll get a redo. We'll do that at some point.
You think 29's too late?
As soon as I have a facility, no.
So you're saying I still got a shot?
Yeah.
All right, well.
And you'd be better at Supercross. This could be a whole nother conversation, but yeah.
We'll save that for the next podcast.
Well, this brings me to my next question. There's so much background noise, this is unbelievable. I'm good, we're good? The beauty of wireless mics. Do you use wireless mics?
Yeah, I got the DJI, same ones.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so we had a discussion earlier. So DJI versus GoPro versus Insta360. Gun to your head right now, you got to pick one to use forever. What are you picking?
I like Insta360 only because of the versatility. They have 360 cams, they have the regular cams, they have mini cams, they have all that stuff. So if I could only pick one brand to go with forever, I would go with them just for the versatility.
Okay.
If I'm going with just the helmet mounted one, I think the DJI's got it. But yeah, I think GoPro, they got comfortable with the lead they had over everyone. They're falling off.
That's crazy, because you're the, stupid question, that's first person, right? You're the first person guy.
The first person
You're the first person guy.
Yeah.
So like if you're saying this thing's good, then well.
It's good.
Yeah. Okay, so you said 29, is it too late? Supercross, that brings me to my big question of this 10-minute podcast. What is your 10-year vision? What are we doing in 10 years?
Well, I feel like I set up a 10-year plan 10 years ago and I'm still like figuring out my 10-year plan, you know? So I don't know, I still feel like I'm so young, and my dream obviously is always to be the best racer that I can be. But like 5 years ago when I was 24, that's like, I still have that like gleam at the end of the tunnel. Like maybe if I just do this, this, and this, I could be like that top 10 guy I want to be, you know? But now kind of been through it, injuries, things like that. Things just happen that are out of your control. And I'm like, I feel like I'm kind of where I'm going to be in the racing world. Now I'm kind of looking forward to like what's next beyond the racing thing, you know? And so just getting to spend some time with you guys and see what you guys are building on the outside is like super cool for me. You guys are honestly like a great role model for kind of like what I see my future being like. I'd love to do some more schools. Like I said, doing this was like kind of crucial to see if it was something I even enjoyed doing.
Right.
So I'm super grateful for the opportunity to come do this. But yeah, I mean, the content thing, obviously,
so dirt bikes you very much want in the picture. It's not like I'm going to be a doctor, see a dirt bike world.
It's just,
or is that a possibility?
It's always a possibility. I think I am going to study and take the MCAT in the spring, which is the test you need to take to get into medical school. And if I do well enough on it, I could apply and just see where that goes. But no, I mean, my passion is motocross. I feel like obviously being a doctor, you'll help people, but in this, I mean, seeing how many people you help too, like I wasn't expecting there to be 40 some riders out here on a random Monday with a high of 52 degrees and a chance of rain. Like these people love it and they need it and they want it, and it's so cool. So like, I'd love to help people that way too, but.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah,
it really is. Because you're so right. Like it's October.
Yeah.
It's freaking freezing.
In Ohio.
It is a Monday.
Yeah.
We're in Ohio. And like, yet there's 45 people that show up excited.
Super excited.
It was raining.
They're still on the track right now.
Still on the track.
Class wrapped up 2 hours ago and they're still out there.
Yeah, okay. I've got a question from Ethan. Shout out Ethan. What are 3 tips that what? Ooh, 3 tips for a privateer trying to make it.
That's
in
good.
Outdoors specifically, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard because when you're in the thick of it, you just want to be the best racer that you can be. You know, like I said earlier, that was always my main focus. But I'm so glad I found content and building my brand, because I didn't think that making YouTube videos and like blowing up on Instagram, dude, I'm shivering right now.
Me too, big time.
I didn't think that that was gonna actually make me a better racer, but if it wasn't for all that, I would have had to stop racing 5-6 years ago. You know what I mean? So build your brand, dude. Don't be afraid to be yourself, because we have enough robots in the industry already. The people want to see like the Dean Wilsons, the Jet Lawrences, the AJ Catanzaros, the Jeff Walkers, the Adam Cincerellos. Like, be yourself, because you can build a following off of that. You can build a brand, and that is gonna attract sponsors, it's gonna attract fans, it's gonna allow you to just continue doing what you love to do, and it's gonna put some accountability on you. If you're just, I mean, obviously you're always gonna have like local fans and stuff like that, but now when I go to a pro national, if I'm a little bit off the pace, I'm like, dude, I have 250,000 people like counting on me to make it into this thing. So like, it forces you to perform. So that's the biggest one. Second one, find somebody who's a little bit better than you technically or speed-wise. Like, I wish I lived closer to AJ so he could guide me through it. But there's a lot of like local pros near me that I link up with, and I can kind of help them.
That's a big one.
And you know, not only physically on the bike, but mentally, just like walk them through race day. Link up with somebody who's better than you and try and ride with them as much as possible, because that is the best way to get better. Third one,
those were 2 good ones.
yeah, I think those fill it out. But if I had to pick a third,
the build your brand one is a huge one, and people are so afraid for, I don't know, you know, looking dumb or feeling like, you know, people don't care and feeling like a tryhard, or I don't know what it is, but it's like, that's what it takes.
It's a cool guy industry, dude. Everyone wants to just be like a cool guy wearing the black pants with, you know, like if you show up to a morning at a pro national, like riders meeting, all black pants, like very formal, you know what I mean? Like, dude, just be yourself. You don't have to fit into anything. Like, I'm a complete goober. Like, I'm so not the typical professional motocross racer, and I think that's why we are able to do what we do.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I had 2 questions, but I'm not even going to ask them, because if my sweatshirt wasn't so baggy, I'm convulsing underneath this sweatshirt. World's shortest podcast, dude.
I think we crushed it.
We did it. Okay, keep your eyes peeled if you guys want to sign up for Jeff Walker classes. We're going to do a couple more collaborations at some point.
Yeah.
Right? And we'll do a longer podcast at some point. Okay, doodles.
And maybe some Supercross. Peace.
And some Supercross.